Green lights, red flags, and some accountability charts from some recent picks. Not start sit, more so players I like more or less than consensus. Quick accountability, I've only hit on 20% of green lights thus far this year, but 60% of red flags. So let's start there with Daniel Jones. He had only 28 dropbacks and 15.8 fantasy points against the Titans in week 3, his second worst performance of the season. The Colts are the league's biggest favorite this weekend, and I don't expect them to lean much on the passing game when you have Jonathan Taylor doing Jonathan Taylor things. First green light is Jackson Dart. He's being ranked as QB 13. I like him to finish as a QB 1, not the QB 1, but top 12. He had 13 rushing attempts against the Eagles last time. Not saying he's going to reach that this time, but he does have a really high rushing floor, and with Jared Goff, Matthew Stafford, Sam Darnold all on bye, I think Dart can crack the top 12 this week. Sticking with that game, I'm green lighting Saquon Barkley. He had only 8.7 fantasy points against the Giants in week 6. Part of that was because he had only 12 carries, his second lowest total of the year. He was actually fairly effective, 4.8 yards per carry on the ground in that game. No A.J. Brown means more of a reason to lean on Saquon. It feels weird to red flag someone who's being ranked as an RB3, but that's exactly what I'm doing with Tony Pollard, even though one of his best games of the season came against the Colts. A lot of that happened because he scored a touchdown. He also got a couple of receptions. With Tyjae Spears this time around taking a little bit more of his workload, I would rather have a boomer bust wide receiver in there like Rashid Shaheed and Xavier Legette, 24 fantasy points. Ryan Flournoy, 18 fantasy points. Calvin Austin, 17 fantasy points. Second options have feasted against the Jets. To make things worse for them, Sauce Gardner is out. Red flag for the man in the red jersey. Xavier Worthy right now priced as a low-end wide receiver 2. With Rashee Rice coming back and the Chiefs being such heavy favorites, I would rather look elsewhere. 4 different tight ends have scored 10 or more points against the Dolphins. 2 who didn't got into the end zone still. Kyle Pitts is coming off of a season high 10 targets against the 49ers. And look, nobody is worse on defense, period, than the Miami Dolphins. Jake Ferguson, we're still firing him up. We're still starting him with optimism, but just kind of dialing down the confidence a tad on a boom game. He's been great all year, but Denver has been stingy. No tight ends finished top 5 against them yet. I like Kittle, Kraft, and Warren Moore this week. The last time we did this was week 6. We did not do very well on our green lights, but we were 3 of 4 on our red flags. If you want more content about week 8, I just dropped a week 8 fantasy football preview on my YouTube. That's linked in my bio. Best of luck this weekend. Go get a dub, and I will see you very soon. That's it for now. Deuces.